art the King. There is no God but thee. Thou art my Lord, and I am thy King. That's all the little prayer. Now here you come back with a confession. I have been greatly unjust to myself, and I confess my fault. We cannot get pardon for our fault until we confess our fault. Then you say to Allah, now that I have seen how unjust I have been to my own self, oh Allah, grant me protection against all my faults. Not some, but the one I know and the one I don't know. Protect me from it. Why? For none has protection against fault. But who? But God. That's easy. You know, brothers and sisters, the Bible talks about it. It says of us that in the last days, many of us are going to be carried away by every wind and doctrine. It says there will come a time when they will no longer endure sound doctrine, but will heap to themselves teachers who will tickle their ears. That's a bad time. That's a bad time when men will no longer endure sound doctrine, but will now get teachers for themselves who are teaching unsound doctrine that tickle their ears, meaning they say the thing that you desire in the wickedness and weakness of your heart and mind. You know, there are a lot of us who don't really want right. Yes, sir. So we come to that which is right all of the time, hoping that maybe there is something here that we can write on. Yes, sir. That will keep us going in the way that we used to go. Or we come expecting right and give up the world, and then find the world in among those who say they gave up the world. And then we start going back to the world, since those who were supposedly out of the world yet were still in the world. Bible says, in that day, false teachers shall arise among you, bringing in damnable heresies privily, secretly, privately, discreetly. Don't talk about it. Don't tell anyone. That's the kind of teaching that will come in. Teaching that you can't talk about. But I blast Muhammad's teaching from the mountaintop, because I got authority from him. So I don't have to sneak in with it. I can walk in with it. But the false teacher, he wants to snatch off some of the sheep that belong to Muhammad. They come in privily, secretly, with heresy, with that which brings schism and division, with false teaching. He didn't say that false teachers would arise outside of you. They would arise where? But among you would be where? Right in here. Some of you had some of those false lessons in your book on the Savior that the messenger exposed a few weeks ago. Right. You heard it on the tape, right? Yes, sir. Right. Some of you had some of them.
Right.
I'd seen some of the lessons. Some ministers had preached it. Some highly placed officials were passing it around. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Some secretaries had it.
Yes, sir.
Some captains had it. Some ministers had it. Some everybody had it. It was floating all around me, but I wondered why they didn't show it to me.
Yes, sir.
You know, you are some terrible people. You're not going to bring that kind of garbage to me. You're so smart. You know that if you bring it to me, I'm going to condemn it.
That's right, sir.
So you hide it because you really want to deceive. I asked the messenger about it last night.
Yes, sir.
He said actually it's people that want to make merchandise of people. You know, when a man will hide the truth from another man and then mix up truth with falsehood and then hide some portion of the truth that would condemn what he's doing. See, that man have a motive in the heart to make merchandise of somebody. See, but he got to find somebody who's got some weakness in the heart in order to fall for the mixture of truth and falsehood that he wants to expound on. See, we got a lot of soothsayers, witchcraft, sorcerers, magicians, stargazers among us. Messenger said New York is a bad, 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 bad place for that. Hard to get you to believe in one God after you grew up under obeah, conjure, witchcraft. It's hard. You still got little things around your neck. Still sprinkling little stuff in the corner. You damn fool. Excuse me. I got a headache. It's nothing but tension. But that's foolish. After you know God, now you still pray the evil spirit. Some of you should be whipped. But now there's a sophisticated class of witchcraft. See, highly sophisticated witchcraft are like those Catholics who look down on the foot washers and the holy rollers. But the Catholics are the sophisticated liars. The Episcopalians are the sophisticated elite believers in falsehood. See, they're the noiseless kind. The Hail Mary full of grace and genuflect and throw the water on, but all of it's false, but they do it in such a dignified way. So they look down on the undignified expressors of falsehood. Well, obeah, conjure, and voodoo, all of that is the cheap, ignorant way of expressing witchcraft. I believe I can fix so-and-so, you know. And if you fool with me, I'm going to fix them. You're such a good fixer, you can't fix up your own dizzy head. But then there's that's what you would call the foot washer, the holy roller, the sanctified, the tambourine beater. But then when you get really up into witchcraft, you go out, and you call it astrology. So now you're getting right out there now. But you're more sophisticated because you're dealing with the stars and the planets.